Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA now, so that opens up a lot of doors. Okay, now, the deals available to you are driven largely by your fan count. More fans you earn, more money you earn.
Hey, I was never good at math, but that sounds like a simple equation to me.
Right. But there's also the question of play style, right?
Okay.
Different brands want different types of players. Some are more interested in scoring, some are interested in defense, others team play.
So, the more I can do, the better endorsements I could get with anyone.
Hey, every team needs a LeBron. Now,
okay.
I put together a document that lists all the brands who've shown preliminary interest and what it would take to land an endorsement with them. So, take a look.
Yeah, I mean, that all looks great. Austin, I gotta let you know, I always appreciate. What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, and I'm coming to you live from the locker room before the very first game of my rookie revenge tour. We're going up against a so-called blue chipper from this year's draft, and I'm looking to show the world who's really him.
All right. You feel like you're putting pressure on yourself to perform, by talking so publicly about this?
Nah, not at all. These kids were in college swiping their meal plans and doing problem sets last year. I was in Europe playing against grown men, running professional sets, and working on my game 24/7. Tonight is when all of that work, that's gonna pay off. Stay tuned. MP out.
What's up, MP?
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the Miami Heat. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for Miami, Jaime Jaquez out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Powell, then there's Mitchell. And for Memphis, Zach Edey out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Ja Morant, then there's Jalen Wells, and it's Coward in a shooting guard. Well, Grant...
Execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
And coming into the season, MP was... Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness. Yeah, what a creative dunker Wiggins is. It's really fun watching him rise up and finish with power.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Thank you. Well, we've seen glimpses of greatness from this year's rookie class, and tonight we have a couple of interesting rookies going head-to-head. I asked MP about the matchup. He said his goal is to become the best of his entire group. He's taking that on as a very personal challenge. Guys, you have to like that determination.
All right, thanks for the report. He's as competitive as they come.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Here's MP, coming off a 12-point game and reaching the NBA, a lifelong dream for MP. He's put in the work to get here. Spent a season in France playing for Paris FC to develop his skills.
And what better place to develop your skills than with Paris FC? Over the last decade, a ton of great French prospects have gotten their start there, and maybe MP might be the first American to jumpstart his career with them.
Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention, there's usually someone open.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Hero. To the paint. Here's Coward. Give him 8 points now. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Memphis shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Both teams deciding to change it up. Heat trail by 4. MP. Hero outside. Back to MP. Here's Spencer. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the first quarter. Memphis ahead, up 4. And we'll be... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
We've got Jackson, also Brandon Clark out there, and it's Prosper in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense.
How about their shot blocking tonight? I mean, creating doubt every time the ball goes up. They're there lurking.
There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Wiggins. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Heat. Trailing by 2. And Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick stand. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, B.A., a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid two-way player.
Here's Jerome. No made baskets yet. Pass to Prosper. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Jerome to the wing on the left. And here's Clark. Clock is at 3. That shot off the mark. Hero on the wing. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, you got to love Hero's versatility. In addition to his scoring prowess, he's a very solid distributor.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Miami making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. Second, Memphis.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
Jackson with a screen on Hero. Outside Morant from the arc. Jackson can't get it to go. The Heat have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's MP. No good there. Good D by Wells. Memphis trailing here. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Well, Stan, after last season, the Grizzlies brass, quite candid, they weren't close to being championship caliber.
Well, it's a brutal business, B.A. You can have a ton of talent, but sometimes there are just certain teams that stand in your way.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Clock at 6. Pass to Coward. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. MP, the pass to Hero. Back to MP. Powell outside. MP, a screen on Morant. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Coward, covered by MP. That one goes in. Coward's got 11 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Clark, and Santi Aldama subbed in for Jackson. Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. Cash, it's MP picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 4. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Coward. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Screen by Edey. The 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Miami moving it around. Pass to Jaquez. From deep, MP. Memphis with a rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Edey.
What a jam there by Edey. When he hammers it home, you feel the reverberations from here.
Here's MP. Mitchell finds Jaquez. MP outside. Lets it fly. Misses the jumper. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
You've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, they lost the first game, but that's in the rear view. Time to man up.
Well, nobody has all the answers early on. Just fix the mistakes you can and keep getting better, please.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. All right, we've now got our 2K Insider show. Checked in for Memphis. Miami making a switch here. Stand while they're cobbling together an offense. The Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, BA, only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating. Making that commitment's a key pillar of the Heat culture.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Tyler Hero is out there with MP. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Grizzlies back among the top teams in the West after a down season in 2023-24. John Morant said, quote, "The confidence never left. As far as chemistry, we've been around each other for a while, and we know each other well. This is my team. I'm confident in my team every step of the way." Guys, back to you.
They play with swagger. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. 1:51 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. It's stolen by MP. For the finish, and MP throws it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Coward. Three-pointer off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Oh, you can see the athleticism of Adebayo on that drive. What a motor he has.
Here's Aldama, pounded by Wiggins. Shot to stop the run. Miami grabs the miss.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Hero with the bucket.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A different look for Miami. Ware comes in for Bam Adebayo. Larson comes in for Powell. Right wing. Pass to Clark. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Here's MP. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Morant, pass to Jerome. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Jerome against MP. And he lobs it up top. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Morant. Jerome outside. Offline with a 3. And so it's Miami finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Jackson. Ty Jerome is out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Spencer in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Powell finds MP, and MP throws it down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. It's tipped. Back to MP. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from downtown. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Pass to Spencer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Morant outside. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 4 rebounds now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working.
So Miami fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Adebayo. Edey with a steal. Here's Coward into the lane.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
MP. Yes, sir! That one goes!
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, we know all about Morant's unreal athleticism, but his vision is what really sets him apart.
Edey rips down the board. Grizzlies trail by 12. .143 left in the fourth. Here's Coward, covered by MP. Cleared away by Jaquez. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Now MP. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Heat.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Fires the three. Cleared away by Jaquez. And it's Powell with the ball for the Miami Heat. MP takes it inside. Oh, he can't jam it home. Here's Morant. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
All right, let's send it over to the sidelines to Jennifer Quintana.
Tonight was a matchup of 2 top rookies, and you managed to come out on top. How do you feel?
Same as I did pregame. I knew I belonged. I knew that before the draft. I haven't had the easiest road, but that'll only make me stronger. I'm ready to show what I can do against anybody in this league.
Looking forward to more, MP. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Brian, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks very much.